It's a Friday morning here on AM Show. My name is Benedict Usi. Thanks so much for making time with us this morning. Well, we are going to do sports, and this morning we've got a lot of things to talk about. You know, normally on Fridays like this, we preview the major European leagues. Also, we'll talk about the Ghana Premier League. We are entering to week 29, and this weekend we've got matches here on the local scene for you. And also on the international stage, after the international break, the major European leagues are returning. In England, we're going to have the English Premier League. We'll have the Spanish La Liga in Spain. We also will have the Bundesliga in Germany, as well as the Serie A in Italy, and the French League on will also happen in France. And we'll definitely bring you fixtures of all the matches that we played this weekend. Obviously, the top liner, which I'm sure you are aware, will be in England, will be the Manchester United and Liverpool game, which will be played at Anfield. But here on the local scene, we'll have Ghana Premier League matches before we talk about Ghana Premier League. And also, we'll have an exclusive interview for you this morning. We'll speak to CK Akono, coach of Ashanti Gold. Before we do all that, let's focus on the Under-17 team, that's the Black Starlets, because yesterday they managed to defeat host nation India by 4-0. What an impressive performance they exhibited. Eric Eya, skipper of the team, scoring a brace to help the side win that game by 4-0 to progress to the next stage of the FIFA Under-17 World Cup. We've got highlights of that match for you.
Oh yeah, Arko Mensah goes past Boris Giamfi. Ibrahim presses the accelerator again, back across, goalkeeper keeps it out, but the follow-up is put in, and it's Eric Eya that pounces to score for Ghana on the street. Here it is again. Great work getting to the ball and pushed out by the goalkeeper, hooked in by Eya. The chance for Ghana, still the ball's not cleared. Eya! Bottom corner, that could be it for India. Nobody picked up the run of Eric Eya. He was completely on his own inside the penalty area and fired beyond Dheeraj once again. And India's World Cup dream is evaporating before the captain. It's a lovely ball forward. When it came across, look at the positioning, held his role, knew exactly he'd got space and time. And when the ball came back to him from Arko Mensah, well, given away. Here's a chance for Danso! Comfortably taken. I think that's the first touch for the substitute. Just come on. Competent finish beyond Dheeraj. And Richard Danso has his first goal of the tournament. Mohammed. Saleh off the post, and the follow-up is put in. And again, India sleeping.
So amazing goals from the Black Starlets players as they defeated India by 4-0 to finish top of Group A in the ongoing FIFA 17 World Cup. Well, let's hear from coach of the team, that's Pakwesi Fabian. He ensured he masterminded that victory, and this is what he had to say after the game.
Well, I think I'm a happy man, I must say. I told them to do the simple things, which they were not doing, and they have seen the result for themselves.
What did you tell them around the 30 minutes when it was very difficult to score?
I told them they should just calm down and then play their normal game. When the goal will come, and then when it comes, more will follow. So they should just keep calm, keep playing, keep pushing them all around, and then when the spaces come, they can utilize the spaces.
After this game, what next for your team?
Well, we are going to prepare to meet the next opponent. We don't know yet. So when we know the opponent, then we can strategize for that opponent.
So an elated Pakwesi Fabian speaking after his side's 4-0 win over India. Well, let's hear from the losing coach. That's Louis Norton de Morton.
Ghana deserves the victory. It's a stronger steamer than us. My afraid about this game was the third game in 9 days for these players, because it's the first time in the set level. But the first half very well, the players improved very well, and the second half we make three mistakes. We lose the ball 3 times in forbidden zones, and Ghana is a very, very powerful team, and it's for null. Congratulations to the boys, because they play much more better than everybody expected for them.
You must be proud of your boys.
Yeah?
You must be proud of your boys.
Yeah, I'm very proud. I'm very proud. Today was very, very hard for us, and to play against Ghana, because Ghana is in all the aspects is much stronger than us. It was quite impossible. But first half very well. Second half we have no legs, no physical to play against a team like Ghana.
Okay, so Ghana defeated the India. Sorry, they are host nation of the this year's tournament. Ghana won by 4-0, and in the other game played, Colombia defeated the USA by 3-1. So what it means is that the Black Starlets have topped that group, that's Group A, with 6 points. Colombia also there with 6 points, as well as the USA with 6 points. So the two teams that have automatically qualified from that group are Ghana and Colombia. The United States of America can qualify as a third best placed team, depending on what happened in the other group. So we'll wait for that, and we'll definitely get to know the team that Ghana is going to play in the next stage of the competition. Well, to do more analysis on the Ghana team and also look ahead to the Ghana Premier League matches to be honored this weekend, we'll go on the phone lines and speak to CK Akono. He's a former Black Stars captain, coach of Ashanti Gold, and former coach of Dreams FC as well. What an amazing job he's done with the Ashanti Gold team. When he came in, Ashanti Gold were struggling in the Premier League, and now he has been able to stabilize things for the team, and they are very stable when it comes to the Premier League, and where they lie on the league table is very, very encouraging. We'll talk about that, but even before we do that, we'll focus on the Black Starlets team. CK, thanks so much for joining me here on the AM Show, and a very good morning to you. I'm sure you saw the Black Starlets game yesterday against India. They won by 4-0. Before that game, they had played their first game against Colombia, which they won by 1-0. Against the USA, it didn't really go well, and there were concerns about their scoring rate. But yesterday, they managed to score 4-0. I'm sure you were very, very impressed.
Yes, I was. Good morning, first of all. I was impressed with the performance. Obviously, the last match we played before yesterday's match was not too impressive. And so, following what the coach said, Kakusi said, he spoke to the guys. He told them to relax, and clearly we saw they demonstrated that on the field of play. Thank God we won by wide margin 4-0.
I mean, from what you saw yesterday, how far do you think this team can go?
Well, I think match to match they will improve. Obviously, what happened to the last one before yesterday's match was not impressive. Yesterday was better.
Okay.
It was better. They created chances, and we're hoping that, of course, the next opponent is going to be tougher. We are getting to the level where it's going to be tougher and tougher, and so they need to progress on the performance, improve on the performance, and hopefully they will do that in the next match.
Okay, CK, away from the Black Starlets team, I mean, I made mention of the amazing work that you've done at Ashanti Gold. You came in at a time where they were struggling week in, week out, they were losing matches. You came and you stabilized things, and now they are on the table where they lie, very, very respectable place on the table, and you're still doing very well. You won your last game. And this weekend you play against you play against Accra Great Olympics at the Accra Sports Stadium. Even before we speak about the Accra Great Olympics game, what would you say has contributed to the fine form of the club? And when you came, what are some of the things that you did that now people or the fans of Ashanti Gold are so proud to talk about their team and also to show what you guys are doing?
First of all, I think it is by the grace of God. Okay, I'm Christian and I believe so much in God. And when I was going there, people thought it's not going to fall. Even me, if I say I was really going to change things, I'll be lying. But I knew that in the sight of man, it's impossible. In the sight of God, it's possible. And so I went there with that belief and that faith. Then, of course, the playing body, we spoke to them. We tried as much as we can to get into the minds of the players what was going on with them, and that was also a good job. And of course, Mr. Piano, who is being the head of affairs, did a lot of job outside the box or outside the field of play. And so collectively we all worked together. We agreed that this is not possible, we have to change the style of play, the style of attitude towards the game. And I think so far it's been good. We are not really safe yet, but it looks good. I think we are either 9 or 10 on the league table, and now we're coming to Accra Sports Stadium. Hopefully we'll have fair officiating, and then we'll see how it goes.
So obviously you're looking for a win in that game against Accra Great Olympics. But Olympics are not in a very comfortable situation. If they should lose against your club, God willing, Wednesday, they will exit the Premier League. I'm
aware of that, and therefore Olympics will have to do everything they can in their power to win that match. However, we are also coming there and want to secure our position. We don't want a position to do it in the last minute. That will be our last match. As a matter of fact, I think we need 3 points to be safe. And so we're looking forward to the coming match. Hopefully we'll kill it early. Hopefully we'll do well. Hopefully we'll not allow Olympics to win. And we want fair officiating. And I think hopefully, again, the best team will win.
Coach, are you surprised there have been calls recently for you to be handed a top job when it comes to, you know, Ghana football, maybe one of the national teams, by virtue of what you've done at Dreams FC? Great job you did. At Ashanti Gold, you've delivered. Are you surprised that people are saying that you should be given a top job when it comes to one of the national teams here in Ghana?
Well, I think, as a matter of fact, it's how I started and how it's been so far. Don't forget, I've worked under Manso, under-17. I've worked under Orlando, under-20.
Under-20.
So I've been there. I have worked with 11Y, and the progress has been good. I'm learning. I'll continue to learn. And I'm improving as a coach. And so, not to be arrogant, not to be. It is appropriate. Once you're doing something and you need to be awarded or encouraged with those things. And it all will depend on the authorities. I'm grateful so far with the people around me who have encouraged me. And I want to do this to the highest level. So the journey continues, it's not over. I will have to do my best to improve every now and then.
Koji, thanks so much for your time this morning. Definitely we'll touch base and we'll speak more about what you've done at Ashanti Gold and also what you intend to do going forward, and the calls that you should be handed one of the national teams. So that was CK Akono, coach of Ashanti Gold, former Black Stars captain. First spoke to us on the Black Starlets team, their win over India yesterday, and also spoke to us ahead of their game against Accra Great Olympics at the Accra Sports Stadium tomorrow. That's going to be a Ghana Premier League game. So that will be one of many matches that will be played this weekend in the Ghana Premier League. Other matches to expect this weekend, we'll have to my youth, Bichim United. Also, Asante Kotoko Chelsea, what happened at the Baba Stadium with Mediama SC Accra Heart of Folk at the Takwa TNA Park. Interlice Liberty Professionals, what happened at the Elwak Stadium. They will have Dwarfs, Wafa, as well as Wa All Stars, Borga All Stars, and league leaders Indiana Stars will be at the Doma Park, where they will play against Elmina Sharks. So we have to return to the Under-17 tournament. We earlier brought you highlights of the Black Starlets game against India, which they won by 4 goals. Yesterday, other matches were played. Colombia defeated the USA by 3 goals to 1. Also, Mali defeated New Zealand by 3 goals to 1. And 3 goals to 1 again. That was the game involving Turkey and Paraguay, but I was in favor of Paraguay. We've got highlights of some of the matches for you.
Other encounter, top made second, and both the USA and Colombia were out to preserve their spots after 19 minutes in Mumbai. After a defeat and victory, Colombia started impressively, Juan Vidal finding the target as early as the 3rd minute, a long throw-in causing havoc in the US box, Vidal with the finishing touches. The advantage lasted up until the 24th minute. George Acosta on the end of a pullback as the Stars and Stripes converted their first real threat on goal. The South Americans came out of the break with intent, and they were rewarded with a fine strike from a free kick, Juan Peñalosa finding the back of the net from an acute angle. Peñalosa was again involved as his side continued to trouble USA. This time he laid it on a plate for Debe Caicedo to finish. A 3-1 victory for Colombia, they as well advancing outright on goal difference.
There's a break on now for Jamusa. Salem. Oh, it's a great strike. What a goal. Mali take the lead. And it's a wonderful strike from Salan Jiddu. Well, he's the standout player because of the blonde hair in the Mali lineup. And he's a standout performer with that finish into the top corner. And that is one of the goals of the tournament so far. Back inside again, Chamusa went for the curler. Wonderful finish. It's another great goal for Mali. And New Zealand's hopes of qualifying are fading into the distance. And Mali lead by 2-0. And surely now they're heading into the knockout stage in second place in Group B. Conroy. Back to Just again, needs a quality first-time ball in. Sprague with a header, and New Zealand have got to go back in the game. And it's the substitute Charles Sprague who rose highest. And finally New Zealand have made the breakthrough. Well, it's taken them 71 minutes, but they have a goal. Mali just starting to stretch the New Zealand defence. Good ball, Jones goes down, can't get there, and surely now that will wrap it up. And Dai scores for the 3rd game in a row, and Mali have the 2-goal cushion back again. Zach Jones at full stretch couldn't get a hold of the ball, and Dai was there.
So in Group B, Paraguay and Mali are also through to the next stage of the competition, just as Ghana and Colombia are through, but USA can still qualify as one of the 3rd best placed teams in the competition. Well, I made mention of the major European leagues bouncing back after the international break, and this weekend amazing games you're going to see in the English Premier League. The top liner will be the game that will be played at Anfield. Liverpool up against Manchester United, Jose Mourinho up against Jurgen Klopp, and we'll have Burnley, West Ham United, as well as Crystal Palace, Chelsea. There will be Manchester City, Stoke City at the ECR Stadium. So on your screen, we have Swansea, Huddersfield, also Burnley, West Ham United, Watford, Arsenal, Brighton, Everton, Southampton, Newcastle will be on Sunday, and on Monday we'll have Leicester City. They will come up against West Bromwich Albion. So the Spanish La Liga for you this weekend, Espanyol Levante is happening tonight. Then tomorrow, that's Saturday, Atletico Bilbao, Sevilla, Getafe, Real Madrid, as well as Alaves, Real Sociedad. Then we'll have Atletico Madrid, Barcelona, the top liner in the Spanish La Liga this weekend. On Sunday, Eibar, Deportivo, Girona, Villarreal, Malaga, Leganés, and Real Betis will come up against Valencia. And on Monday, we'll witness Las Palmas. They will come up against Celta de Vigo. And also, there are going to be matches in the Italian Serie A. Top games this weekend. We'll have Juventus, Lazio, also Roma, Napoli is happening in the Italian Serie A. And when you go to the French League, where we're going to have the likes of Paris Saint-Germain, they'll go away to Dijon. And the top lineup this weekend in the French League will be the game involving Lyon and Monaco. In the German Bundesliga, Job Hankins is back as coach of Bayern Munich. He's going to take care of the team before the end of the season. And he will come up against Freiburg. That's going to be his first game. And Borussia Dortmund will take on Leipzig. So these are matches to expect in the German Bundesliga. Other games and other games previews will come your way at 2 when you join us on our major sports bulletin on this platform. That's Sports Today with my colleague Nathaniel Atto. Until then, we end the program here. My name is Benedict Owusu. Thanks so much for your company. Read more sports stories for yourself under my Joy online sports page. You get more updates on our various social media platforms. On Twitter, you get us at Joy Sports GH. On Facebook, we are at Joy Sports. Have a wonderful day.